To get started, I will be using 3 pounds of beef. Here I have beef shank and some sirloin tip cut into chunks. You could also use rib meat for this because the bones give the beef caldo a great flavor, or ask your butcher for any extra bones that they might be able to give you. Here I have an 8-quart stock pot filled with 6.5 quarts of water. I'm going to boil my beef for 1 hour. Around 20 minutes into the boiling time, I'm going to start to skim off any scum or impurities that foam up to the surface. So it's around 15 to 20 minutes into the boiling time, and my water is not quite boiling, but I already see foam and scum float to the surface. So I am going to remove this. Removing this throughout the whole cooking process will give you a cleaner broth. So now that my water is boiling and my beef is cooking, I've pretty much skimmed off most of anything that foamed to the surface. So I'm just going to continue to let my water and beef boil for the hour. So again, you want to let your meat boil for 1 hour before adding any seasonings or vegetables, because that time will allow you to clean any scum or foam that floats to the surface. While my beef is boiling, I wanted to go over the vegetables that I will be using. So here I have 1 head of cabbage sliced, 1 medium onion, squash. I'm also going to be using around 5 carrot sticks. These are small, I've already peeled them. I have a couple of sticks of celery. I will be using 5 cloves of garlic. And I'm also going to be using 2 ears of corn, and I am going to chop all of these vegetables. And before I forget, I'm also going to be using 3 medium russet potatoes. And I've just peeled them and placed them in cold water so they don't brown before I use them. Okay, at this point, my liquid and meat have been boiling for 1 hour, and I have been cleaning it during this whole process. So at this point, you probably notice that the liquid has reduced. So what I like to do is add 2 cups of liquid, and that liquid will be beef broth. You could also add water, but I think adding beef stock or broth adds great flavor to this caldo. Now I am going to add salt to taste. I will be starting with 1.5 tablespoons of sea salt. But again, you want to add salt to your liking. Next, I'm also going to be adding my fresh garlic, celery, onion, and carrot. Now that I have added my salt to taste, my aromatics, I am going to cover with a lid, reduce the heat, and allow it to simmer for another hour. Okay, so at this point, my caldo has been cooking for around 2 hours. Now I am ready to add the rest of the vegetables. Okay, so everything is added to my pot. I'm just going to make sure everything is submerged. I'm going to cover with a lid and simmer this for an additional 30 minutes or until the potatoes are tender. Okay, so my potatoes are tender, the rest of the vegetables are cooked. My meat is also falling apart, so it is time to serve a delicious bowl of beef caldo. My bowl of caldo is served, and I just wanted to show you what I did as a child. I still do it now. I like to get a hot corn tortilla and add some lime and a pinch of salt. I roll it up, dip it into my caldo, and take the first bite. It's my favorite part. But you eat it the way you like, but lime does go well with this. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.